Jake.
And I'm Christine.
And happy December, everybody.
Christmas time.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
And the first trailer we're going to review for this December is technically a December movie. I wouldn't call it a Christmas movie, but it takes place in winter, so I thought, what better time to watch it? This is the trailer for the 1974 action crime drama Death Wish, starring Charles Bronson.
Sounds very Christmassy.
Well, there's snow.
Enjoy a typical afternoon.
It comes later on.
Never make a death wish, because a death wish always comes true, and you get to love it.
I love that shot.
I love his hair.
Very 1970s.
Yeah.
Semi-long, but not long enough to be like this.
This is Paul Kersey. This is the story of a man who decided to clean up the most violent town in the world.
Charles Bronson, he is, for lack of a better description, the original Expendable. Guess how old he was when he made this movie?
Late 40s.
52.
Okay.
And he had been in many things before this. The Magnificent Seven, The Dirty Dozen. But it was Death Wish that turned him into an international superstar overnight. And up until, like, his last movie came out when he was in his late 70s. And he was still doing vigilante and action movies all the way to the very end.
Crusade and turn himself into the police. I see the money, man.
Just this old, hardened man, and Charles Bronson had been in World War II, so he had the actual experience as far as fighting and killing went. And he plays guys, as he puts it, who always give the bad guys their comeuppance.
And if this person is listening to my voice, I urge him in the name of law and order.
And Death Wish came out at a time in the 1970s where New York was just a really brutal place to live. The crime wave was really terrible. This is before Rudy Giuliani came in. So, the people living there at the time, a movie about a guy taking out the criminals had a lot of appeal to it.
My name is Paul Kersey. How's my name? I'm sorry. She died a few minutes ago, Mr. Kersey. Any chance of catching vigilante? There's a chance, sure. Just a chance. I'd be less than honest if I gave you more hope, Mr. Kersey.
Bronson played a character who he was taking the law into his own hands, but he was still pretty sympathetic because, as you see at the beginning, his wife gets killed. They don't show it in the trailer, obviously, but his daughter gets raped and was honestly one of the most brutal rape scenes I've ever seen in a film. So you see all that, you totally get why he's doing what he's doing, and there was a little controversy as to whether or not the film condoned vigilantism, because the book
He
is...
just looks so badass doing it.
There's that.
He begins where all the super cops leave off.
But also, the book it's based on, while it is about a vigilante, condemns it. And for the sequels, they just threw that whole moral debate out the window, and it was just like, kill them all!
Goodbye.
Artillery!
I don't know if you noticed, but the movie's got a bit of a funky beat going on.
I did.
And it's no surprise because the composer for Death Wish was Herbie Hancock.
I urge him in the name of law and order to desist from this one-man crusade.
Death Wish was controversial in its day, and they made that remake that I didn't see because I just wasn't that interested. And it spawned the original, it spawned 4 sequels.
Wow.
And with the exception of the 5th one, they're all pretty watchable in their own way.
Call him a mad vigilante.
He is.
Call him a hero.
He's also that.
He's always on target.
So, I think you might check it out as a former resident of New York.
Maybe. I don't know if I'm like, we'll see.
It's not for everybody, but if Death Wish is your flavor, I think you'll enjoy it. See you next week, everybody, with a more appropriate December movie.
Woo-hoo.